Welcome back to Cold Iron's Kitchen. I'm Wade. Tonight we're going to try something in foreign cuisine. We're going to do a curry. Now there are roughly 100 different types of curries. They're all different, they're all special, and they all have one thing in common. They don't involve a little jar like this. We're going to do it the right way. If you look down here, you'll see we've got some onions, serrano pepper, some cumin seed, a mixture here of black peppercorn, coriander, and clove, and cinnamon sticks. Now the hard spices we're going to put in this pan over here. Reason being is we want them to open up a little. We're just going to heat them up till we start to smell them. Now, in our fancy spice grinder, we're going to put some turmeric, a teaspoon, two teaspoons of paprika, and about 3/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now, we're not going to make this a real spicy dish, because normally when you hear beef tandoori, you're running for the door. You're going to go find something that's not that hot. But while we're waiting for these things to warm up, be back to you in a minute. Hi, we're back. Okay, we've got our spices all ground together. All the aromas that are coming out are just a wonderful thing. Dump that in our bowl there. Now to this we're going to add half cup cider vinegar. This is, by the way, called a wet marsala, and I misstated the dish. It is not a tandoori, it's a vindaloo. And we got here some creamed garlic and ginger. It's a good thing to have in your fridge. A heaping tablespoonful of that. Yeah, this keeps for about 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge. It's real easy to make. Half a cup of garlic cloves, half a cup of fresh ginger chopped up, 1/4 cup of canola oil. Put it in your little food processor, blend it until it's nice and smooth. Goes great in stir fry, goes great in salsas, pretty much everything, if you like garlic and ginger. Alright, we got a pan heating up here. We're at about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And you'll note that it's shimmering nicely. That means the pan's hot enough. To that we're going to add half of a purple onion, sliced thin, and a serrano chili that's just been sliced in half. Now we're going to want to cook this for about 10 minutes or until the onions start to turn brown. Don't burn them, they'll get bitter. We'll be back to you in a minute. Well, you see that this is starting to caramelize a little bit. This pepper here is starting to roast just a bit. Now we're going to add the rest of our wet marsala. A Vindaloo gets a wet marsala. Actually, most curries start this way. Let's recap what we have here. We have a half a cup of cider vinegar. We have a heaping tablespoon of ground ginger and garlic paste. We have cumin. We have coriander. We have clove. We have cinnamon, turmeric, and paprika and cayenne pepper. So let's pour that all in there. Now this is going to come up to a nice hot steam, and we're going to cook a whole lot of the moisture out of it. Don't wash this pan yet. It's going to play a very important part in a few minutes. Okay, when we get back, I'm going to show you the important part that that pan's going to play, and how to make a real refreshing salad to go with this. That's going to, you got the hot here, we're going to give you some cool to go with it. Alright, as you can see, a lot of the moisture is dried up in here. All the aromas that are coming out are driving me slightly crazy, which is not far from home. What I have here is 2 pounds of sirloin, or chuck steak, or whatever you happen to find that's on sale. You cut it into cubes, about 3/4 of an inch to an inch in diameter. This makes for even heating. Let's go ahead and add that right to it. And you want to coat all the meat with the wet masala. You see that pepper still in there. It's adding a lot of flavor. They got about slightly roasted in there, and just good for it. But you want to get all your meat coated thoroughly. We got this on about medium heat here. Now, what we're going to do is clean out this pan. About a cup of water in there. Clean up the rest of the salad. Put some liquid on there. Now we're going to want to bring this back up to a boil. And once that happens, we'll be able to shut her down to a simmer. It's going to need to simmer covered for 30 minutes. And then uncovered for another 10 to tighten it back up. Start to finish, this dish takes just about an hour. Now we're going to work on a salad. Now let me get my fancy grinder right here. And the other players in this. We have an English cucumber, 4 to 5 sprigs of mint, finely chopped, a couple tablespoons of craisins, a clove of garlic. And in the bowl here, we have about a cup and a half of just plain white yogurt. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to grind the cucumber up. Don't bother peeling it. The peel adds some flavor. This is an English cucumber. It's got a very thin skin on it. So it's just adding some flavors to it. If you don't have one of these grinders, get one. They're a lifesaver. And see, we just got a little bit of that guy left over. This is such a simple, refreshing salad to make. Put that out of the way. Mix the cucumber in with the yogurt. Add your garlic, craisins, your mint, a couple pinches of salt. I like to use white pepper. Stir it all together, and that, my friends, is it. We're going to put this in a smaller bowl. I hate mixing in small bowls. I get it all over the place. See, one jumped out already. But this will go in a smaller bowl. It's going to go into the fridge to chill while we're waiting for this to finish simmering. Let's take a look here. We're back up to a boil now. Pretty good. It's a light boil. Stir that all together. Now this is pretty much a red curry, as you can tell by the colors. So, simmer 30 minutes, covered, uncovered, 10 minutes, dinner. Back to you. Okay, we're putting a little bit of this cucumber yogurt salad on the plate. Now, there's some traditional ways to eat a curry, and we're going to show you one of the traditional ways. You're more than welcome to use a fork, but we're going to put some of this curry. Now this cooked for 30 minutes, closed, about 10-15 minutes open, to burn up some of the moisture, make a nice thick sauce on curry here. Again, this is a traditional curry. This is not a prefab, this is not store-bought. This is curry, the way it should be. Now I've got some chapati here, which is a flatbread, an Indian flatbread. And the traditional way to eat these is you take your flatbread, you pick up your meat in it, that's good. But I'm going to need some of this salad over here, because that is a bit spicy. You got the hot, you got the cool. This is great. As you watch this, think about leaving a comment. If you need a refresher on the recipe, send me an email. It's all there.